Ross, let's take you over to the Dr. Disrespect thing, because I know you wanted to hit on that.
Well, just briefly, we all saw what happened with the Dr. Disrespect thing. Looking back at this now, at first, I think we were all kind of like, okay, well, this just doesn't happen. Let's wait and get an answer from Twitch. And here we are 3 months later, and it sounds like Dr. Disrespect doesn't even have a reason from Twitch. And if Dr. Disrespect didn't have a great legal team and management and everything around him, this could have legitimately killed his career. We all saw the things that were getting spread after all this started happening. I mean, terrible, horrible things. So I think this is definitely one that we need to be afraid of. In AWOL's words, you can literally get banned for no reason on Twitch.
Yeah, you can, and they will never tell you. And the Dr. Disrespect situation is just one of many examples in the past where they will ban you for absolutely no reason and they'll never say why. And if you saw, we kind of praised, if you will, their PR strategy of saying nothing. Because strictly from a logical standpoint, if Twitch says nothing, then everyone is going to assume the worst about the creator. Twitch had to have a good reason to ban Dr. Disrespect, right? But as more time passed, and as Dr. Disrespect started to share the message over and over again that he still has no idea what was going on, it became more clear that he truly did not have any idea what was going on. And it turns out that Twitch is more nefarious and cares less about creators and their well-being than we ever thought, that I ever thought in the past. I assumed that they at least had some moral standing. They at least wanted to, on some level, play by the rules. But it turns out, just like many other corporations that gets large enough and their interests become big enough, there's enough millions of dollars on the line, they actually only look out for their own self-interest at any given point, and they don't care at all about their client. And that is when trust of your brand, the trust of your platform sort of rots out and your platform starts to deteriorate as a result. So I think that Twitch, in the earlier stages of the platform, did a lot to build relationships with creators. They did a lot of parties at cons. They did a really good job of staffing up with account managers to build relationships with creators. And they did a lot, I think, as they were growing, to invest in creators and build goodwill. Then once they got to the top of the mountain, I'd say over the last 2 or maybe 3 years or so, they've become comfortable with being the king of the mountain, thinking they don't really have to take care of their community or put their streamers first in order to succeed. That's probably going to be true for the next few years. They will remain the top of the market. But what that does is that leaves a market opportunity for other platforms to come in and to take their streamers away, to take their audience away, and to be a competitor that cares about their clients, and then they succeed. Most likely, any company that rises to the top as a major streaming platform, they will rise because they take care of creators first. That's what Facebook Gaming is doing, for example. They're taking care of creators first. They're adding tons of features. They're losing tons of money. They're putting their creators first. And so they're at a hockey stick growth, 45-degree angle up, and that's why they're succeeding. On your way up, you take care of your clients, and they help you get to the top. And then once you're at the top, you don't give a shit about them. And that's just the way it is. And so Facebook Gaming will be like that as well, which is why we always tell you guys that you should be restreaming to be on all of the platforms at the exact same time, because there's always going to be some competitor on the way up at any point, and you can ride that while it's on the way up. And then once it gets to the top, you can take advantage of being on the top because you rode that wave to get there. And then you can continue to restream as the next guy rises up. You should never think of a platform as a home when it comes to streaming, and Twitch proves that, right? Twitch was a home for everybody. People bled purple for a really long time, and people still think Twitch is nice or something. And those are feelings that they have that are left over from the Twitch of 5+ years ago. If they looked objectively at what Twitch is today and the decisions they make today, it isn't actually that warm and friendly community environment that cares about you like it used to be. Restream on all of these platforms, because Twitch doesn't care about you, clearly. Like, anybody who thinks they care about you is ridiculous. And if there's an employee at Twitch that cares about you, maybe that individual does, but the company doesn't give a shit about you. And just keep that in mind. And so always spread your chips across multiple places, and don't bet on Twitch, certainly, because they probably will never care about you ever again until they decline and they end up losing first place to some other platform. Then all of a sudden, you'll start seeing Twitch roll out an algorithm. All of a sudden, you'll start seeing Twitch roll out more account managers. All of a sudden, you'll start seeing Twitch roll out all the features you ever asked for, like magic. All of a sudden, it's possible. but only when they lose market position and only when heads roll at the executive level will they actually give a shit about you.